All right, guys, so we're back with another video. We're going to be talking about the 4 ways to dominate social media from a psychological perspective. So the first thing you want to do is you want to overall just find your actual niche. The importance of the niche is that it's going to label you, not label you, but it's going to pretty much narrow down the narrow down your audience and who you want your stuff directed to, because a lot of the times you'll make stuff for everybody and it reaches nobody. So sometimes when you're too broad, the reason why people say you shouldn't be too broad is because you're fighting for more space. So for example, if you have a small account and you have somebody that's doing a more general niche, so like you have somebody that their niche is just fishing, the reason why, if you don't niche down, why it's a problem is because you're competing with somebody that has more leverage than you, if that makes sense. So when people talk about this, I get upset because they don't explain why. They just say don't do it. So for example, if you have a page, you only have 1,000 followers, you're competing with people that have like 1,000,000 followers and their niche is fishing. So that's why it's better to niche down. Like I said, you have the same theme, but maybe niche down further. So if you had fishing, let's say maybe we'll do like saltwater fishing to niche down because there's less competition. That's the reason why it's really, really important to really narrow yourself down. So for me, since I do social media tips, I do it from a psychological perspective because it's unique, it's niche down, it's different. It's not just, social media tips and social media help. So it overall, the purpose of it is that it weeds out some competition, but it gets you clear on who you want to market your stuff towards and who you really want to help. And even if you're not helping, even if you have a theme page or you're an influencer, it really can get you in front of people that will like your stuff. Because if I have no interest in fishing, if I'm not gonna like your stuff, even if you followed me, I'm not gonna like your stuff. So you want to get it in front of the right audience. The second thing is to follow the right people. So people just end up following random people that don't have interest or wouldn't have interest in their page, and that's a problem because of course they're not going to follow you back because they're not interested in what you have. So you have like the rare cases where you'll follow somebody and they might not be interested in you, but they might want to learn more. Those are rare, but it's better to invest your time in people who they actually are genuinely interested in what you post about. And then the add on to this is stop just doing the whole engagement thing. Honestly, I believe it's a waste of time, because the people that have billions of not billions, but have a ton of followers, they don't waste time engaging. They're spending more time creating and seeing what people like. So honestly, I really don't like that tip that it should be the all, because what a lot of people talk about, they say, oh, you need to be doing it. I say do it when you can, or do it when you feel like it, but don't make that the forefront of your mind, which is, oh, I gotta engage today. It just doesn't work like that, and it's not sustainable, because like I said, once you start growing, you start doing more, you don't have the time. If you could pay somebody to do it, then it's fine, but in all honesty, I think it's a waste of time when you're starting to grow, which is what a lot of people are doing that come to me. They're starting to grow their pages. So I think it's a real waste of time to stress out and really just try to focus on, oh, I'm gonna engage with 100 accounts. It's not sustainable. It's not necessary. If your stuff is good, people will come to you because that's what you want. But engaging with people, like I said, unless you like to do it, then that's on you. But like I said, people do it because the goal is they want engagement back. It doesn't work like that. People engage if they actually like your stuff. So focus on actually improving the quality of your stuff. So that's number two. Well, 2 and 2B, but number 3, posting regularly. So I'm gonna get on you guys for this because you guys complain and say, oh, I'm not getting as much reach and stuff, and it's because you're not consistent. So basically, that's how the algorithms on a lot of platforms, they reward you, is if you're consistent, they'll push your stuff out. The problem is you need to make sure the stuff is actually good, because you can be consistent, but you can be consistently posting bad stuff that the algorithm doesn't want. So that's why, like I said, it's both. It's good quality, but also consistency. And there's different types of people. So you have the people who, like me, who will post consistently, and then they don't know what videos, they don't check the analytics and figure out what types of stuff made them grow. And then it's just like an on and off thing. Or you have people who, they post really good posts, but they're not consistent, and that's why their reach just, it fluctuates. And you have people that don't post at all. But that's the secret is both. It's the consistency plus good quality posts, and that's how you really grow. And when you grow, you get more reach. And when you get more reach, and your stuff is good, you can get more followers. The reach helps you to push yourself out, further into the algorithm and the space. But you need to make sure your stuff is good quality so people come back and they follow you, and that's how you eventually grow. Because when they follow you, they see your stuff consistently. But that's why you need to really focus on really good quality work, just really good quality stuff, and just making sure that it's good. Making sure that's 100% good. So that was number 4. And number 5 is to just overall be you. So this is something that I think that is underrated. Because to be honest, I think that everybody had the archetype of what a YouTuber